What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today. Lots of exposure. And double upload. Expose. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose. 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 It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose. 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 Exposed. Exposed. Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, it's Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure. And double upload. Exposed. 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 Exposed.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Exposed, 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 exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you. Exposed. 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 Exposed.
Yeah. Don't expect these late streams often.
It's time for some exposure.
It's I just had some stuff going on today. That's why I'm streaming late today. And I got some stuff I'm working on behind the scenes for a big video. I'm actually good. Hello everyone, by the way. Yes, I know the song is still on. I was already had my mouse on there. I'm buying a bedroom set for this video. Also, too, it's not going to be in a row. I think people misconstrued what I said, but I am going to be doing many streams. You could basically be calling it a marathon of the GTA, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, whatever the fuck they're calling it. The name is huge for it. That's going to be separate from my normal streams, but there's going to be a lot of that. I don't know if it's going to be another 3 a.m. stream, man. Let's see how the evening goes. So it's been a crazy day. My editor was sick today, and I'm like, dude, I got so much other shit going on. Just take a day off. Like, he has a sinus infection, I think. So, and even if, honestly, today, even if I wanted to get up videos, there was nothing really to talk about. So, I was like, hey, let me work on some stuff behind the scenes, and I was with my kids today. It was a busy day, but not busy in terms of uploading shit to YouTube. But like I said, Turbo Express, in terms of news, there wasn't really anything. Yeah, he'll be fine. We're gonna be back doing our shit tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's just a very strange, that's proof that I think that's a crock of shit, man. I don't know. I can't make a video on something because someone says something allegedly. You know what I mean? You get married in a month. Ain't that some shit? Who just, Patrick Flanagan, oh, you've been a member, bro, for 5 months. Did you buy your bedroom set on QVC? Ray just said no. Also, you should get your editor on another stream sometime. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. That's without a doubt going to happen. My butt has been wiped, Joe Biden. So again, I have no idea how long the stream is going to go tonight. It could go for a long time. It could go for an hour. It could go... I don't know. It depends on how long, because I didn't actually... Like, I went to bed at like 4. Woke up at 10, which isn't bad sleep, but... So what does that mean, the GTA Trilogy list? Does it mean that every time I stream it, I'm going to get fucking copyright claimed? Oh, I know why the soundboard didn't play anything. Because I didn't have it, I had it muted. We got Tenno Unleashed, thank you for becoming a member. A horse tuber. The horses. Yeah, but see, dude, the thing again is that I have no sense of direction, so I'm gonna have to turn the music off. I'm not risking that shit, because not only would that be a claim, depending on depending on who has rights to the music, that shit could be a strike. It's not worth it. So I'm just gonna have to turn. It kind of sucks, because that's part of the thing that makes GTA awesome. King of burgers. What do you think about Zillow having to offload 7,000 homes because they got exposed? Also, thanks for distracting me when my cat was sick yesterday, Rich. You're very welcome. I don't know the full story behind that. I heard some of it. I don't know what the context of it is. Knowing it's a corporation, they probably did something shady. I don't know what the full gist of it is. I heard, like, just bits and pieces. Well, yeah, everyone was jumping into the housing market. Here's what I know, and this has nothing to do with Zillow. Because there was a bubble, and everyone thought that they were... Dude, I remember this happening in 2005 before the market crashed, and I knew motherfuckers that were like, oh, I own 5 houses, and he was basically literally a slumlord. And in his mind, he like thought the house prices were going to just keep going up, and he was just going to rent them out. And that he was just going to end up, like, stacking his chips that way. Needless to say, after... I don't mean to laugh at someone's misfortune, but he was a dick. Needless to say, he, like, foreclosed on, like, 4 of the fucking properties that he had. Which, for anyone else, I would feel bad for, but he was like... Oh man, one day you're gonna be broke and I'm gonna be driving a Lamborghini. It's like, okay, like, because you own a bunch of capes in questionable areas. Like, how is that gonna work? I mean, I don't know. I just adopted a cockatiel in honor of the ass-eating chicken. You really adopt cockatiels are a lot of work, man. They're great birds. I wish I could have one of them, but I have 3 kids. I don't need another literal ass to wipe. I have a mild case of COVID. Oh, shit. Thanks to a crazy customer, luckily my leave of absence was approved so I can get paid, but this customer was upset that I would not return his product, so he coughed all over me on Oh, wow. That's fucked up. I don't mean to just, like, stop my flow like that, but that's like a flow stopping. All right, cool. Cool stuff with Slushy, man. Yeah, I'll have him back on. Did you know that... I thought they just said that there's not... that a new console is not coming out anytime soon. I can't report on all that. And I'm not saying that out of like frustration towards you. I'm not even frustrated, but it's like... That's where the rich of tomorrow meme came from. That's where it fucking came from, man. Because, like, one day I'm saying, and because that's what, don't shoot the news regurgitating messenger. Like, it's not like I'm just going to a fucking Reddit post and getting this shit, or like to someone's like MySpace and getting this, for the 0 people that still go on MySpace, but you know what I mean. Yeah, dude, that sounds like that could be like an assault charge. If you could prove that he had COVID some way, see, that's where I guess it would get hairy, like my ass. I had to hit the applause. Like, did he say that he had COVID and he didn't give a shit? Fuck you. Like, I always remember there was this big jack dude that was like in some Walmart in Florida, and he knew he had COVID. This is like way early in the pandemic. There was no vaccine. There was nothing. And we didn't know how, like, the severity of the virus. And he's just like, yeah, man, I got COVID. I feel all right, though, so fuck it. I'm going YOLO. And he was just, like, walking around, like, just infecting everyone with COVID. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. People are fucking terrible. So, that's fucked up, though. That's really fucked up. Wow, they literally said their next console will release in 20... No. Did they really say? See, that may make it video worthy. Nintendo themselves is fucking trolling people. Like, that's pretty, Christopher, that's pretty... like, what is that? Like an 8... Remember, like, video games in the 80s? Like, in the year 20XX, Mega Man slapped his own ass, and Dr. Wily enjoyed it. Yes. As a split noise for speedrun? Sure. I'll get it to you. You gotta email me at rich@ReviewTechUSA.com. And over the next couple days, I'll get it to you. Not because it's hard to send it. It's just, who the fuck knows? Like, I'm setting up here tomorrow. Like, I still want to keep my music keyboard because eventually, again, I'm going to produce music, which is right here. But I'm going to have all of my consoles. I bought an HDMI switch. Where the fuck is it? HDMI switch, because I'm going to have a Series X, a PlayStation 5, or Series S. I'll just put here. It's just easier. Series S, PS5, because I'm going to be streaming in 1080p 60, so who gives a shit? Series S, PS5, and Switch. I'm going to hook them all up to the Switch box. The output of the Switch, the HDMI Switch box, it's only 2.0, but again, 1080p 60. It's all going to go into the AverMedia capture card, which has been doing a pretty damn good job. And I'll be able to stream whatever the fuck I feel like at any time. I kind of like it, because, yes, I love eggnog. My ass doesn't love eggnog, though. I love eggnog, but my ass doesn't. Fucking bird. Oh, eggnog's great, man. You sent... Where did you send the DM to? On Twitter? I'll pop it in my mail feed, because that's a... I don't know. Who are you? Shared a tweet. Or where did you DM me? Where did you DM me, dude? I missed you. How did I miss your super chat, Captain Star Chaser? The customer... Oh, shit, I did. The customer was finally kicked out of the store and left in handcuffs because Magic got tired of it. We have a cop on duty here, and yes, he said he had COVID and he looked bad. You probably have a case then. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Okay, let me take a step back. I'm not a lawyer. Maybe there's some, like, hearsay shit that he could skirt around the law. I don't know, but that... Wait, do we? Hold on. Usually, I see these comments all the time. But we literally have... I hope this is just the most brilliant troll ever. Your PS Nation. All right, I'll look again. We have Illuminati Poo, unsubbed, enjoy the vaccine. I'm pretty sure... What is your name again? PS Nation. Why am I not... I see Mr... Dude, what the fuck? I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing it, bro. All I can tell you is to send it to rich@ReviewTechUSA.com if you want. I'm looking all over right now and I'm not seeing it. I'll refresh again, maybe. Nope. It is not there. Are you sure you're sending it to my Twitter? What is it, like one of my fucking some fake account that's pretending to be me? It's at the real RT. Hey, Papa, I bought a Wii U and GameCube today, man. Doing my man cave slowly. That's what I'm kind of doing here. And I have a whole bunch of my kids' clothes in my kitchen. I got to sort through. My kitchen looks like someone barfed clothes all over it right now. And while they're not here, I'm like going through them. Like that's what I'm gonna put up a couple news stories, and I'm setting up for live streaming. Then I'm like, so much shit I gotta do. Then yeah, I remember I said I have Slushy back on. Absolutely, of course I would. Yeah, hey dude, look what I got right here, Patrick Flanagan. I got a surprise for you. That's exactly what I got, bro. So yes, I will have Slushy back on, of course. And it's 20 watts. It's dope. Yeah. It's pretty fucking crazy. It's pretty fucking crazy. I went to the Twitter requests. I know exactly what you're talking about, Turbo. Mario, what's going on? You'll post the link in the chat right now. I actually go for my booster shot relatively soon to piss off the anti-vaxxers, since I know there's a lot of them. I don't even really want. I don't want to piss you off. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like I've been saying, especially recently. Do whatever you want to do. Don't get the shot. But here's what I'm excited about. I got fucking seltzer. I got to get more though. I got to get my. I usually buy enough for like what would normally be for like. It could probably be for like an entire village during a zombie apocalypse of seltzer, but for me it'll last a fucking week. So, I love seltzer, man. Oh my god, I love you too, bro. Well, I got a banger coming up here. Once we hit 500 people, which it looks like we're going slightly in reverse right now, which is somewhat understandable because I am streaming at an ungodly hour that my normal audience would never see me streaming. Sexy fat thing, thank you. You know what I'm actually looking forward to with the GTA Trilogy is because of the kind of game that it is. That tongue-in-cheek dry humor that the Grand Theft Auto games have, and the open world setting. Well, it's going to allow me even more, unless there's like a very intense mission, which there's going to be. But beyond that, it's just going to allow me to kind of do what I'm doing here. You know what I mean? That's the thing that's pretty fucking cool about it. And I hear that about BF 2042. I have like zero interest in that fucking game. I know some people that are so hyped for that game, man. They were like, oh, I can't wait for Battlefield 20. I'm not even really necessarily excited to play Vanguard. I bought it, have it on the Series S right now. That'll be something fun to play multiplayer so you can see how fucking terrible I am. So I had one vaccine shot. All the side effects and rare incidents happened on my second in my age range, probably sticking with one. Maybe talk to your doctor. Look, man, hey, again, freedom of choice. Vanguard was much better than Cold War. Ooh, that's a thing. Because I really wasn't a fan of Cold War. Fucking speaking of, I'm optimized. That game, like, there should be no reason, at least yet in 2021, that one game should be over 200 gigabytes. I just... Why? Activision and Treyarch and Infinity Ward, because they're using the same engine, and that shit kind of started with Modern Warfare 2019. At least it was worth it for 2019 Modern Warfare because it was a decent game. Got phlegm. Yeah, there's no fucking reason that Cold War, out of all games too, it looks like a step back graphically from Modern Warfare 2019. Did I? Sent you a funny video from South Park on Twitter. No, I answered that. I definitely answered that, dude. 110%. So how do you like Battlefield 2042? I don't know why you can't see my DM, but you tweeted at me the link. Let me see. Yeah, I can't see it, dude. I don't know if you... let me make sure you're... Here we go. Now I see it. Now I see it. And I got bad news for you. The link you sent me is not working. I think you, like, sent, like, an image or something, bro. Yeah. I am going to try that. I have Game Pass. I'm going to try that, too. I got the same vaccine as you around the same time. Am I eligible for the booster? Yes. I thought... You got it. I got mine in March of 2021. So, again, though, talk to your doctor, you know, or your pharmacist. I just know, yeah, I want to get it too. I have a feeling that the booster shot is probably going to fuck me up for a couple days, but that's okay, though. It is what it is. Do you watch Meat Canyon? Yes. They have an animation short, and we watched it here, and boy, oh boy. That was a thing. It was crazy. It was crazy. And it was so true, and it was so dark. It was so dark. And the thing is that it's very true. The metaphor, just go to The Verge right now. It's on the front page. Well, damn. Yes, sir. I'm kidding with you, bro. I'm fucking with you. Let me see. The Verge. I already know the title. I already know the title of this video. I already know what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it Nintendo just trolled the entire internet. And it's true. How could you say I'm clickbaiting with that? Sure, it's an alluring title, but is that clickbaiting? Saying that hey, when are you releasing your next console? 20XX? Wait, hold on. Are you like literally using the same thing they used to use in video games in like the 80s and 90s to say when your next console is coming out? Yeah, we're doing that. So go fuck yourself. Yeah, man, where you been, Bill? So what do you see people say here? Is that like, I don't think that's clickbait. That's literally like, if you went to me and say, oh, hey, Rich, when are you going to get that Pixel review up? Which I'm actually waiting for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I'm going to do a comparison video. If I went to you, 20XX? What the fuck, dude? Why are you trolling me? Like, come on. That's trolling. All right, Matthew Stevens, that isn't clickbait. Let's see if people are saying it is clickbait. Some people are saying yes, which is fine. Hey, if you think it's clickbait, I'm asking you. I'm not saying it because I just want yes me to death. Please, I beg you. Just be my echo chamber. That's what I want. We'll get some. Dude, we have to watch. It's not clickbaiting. It's masturbate. Oh, shit. How am I missing super chats? I'm 150% sober. For now. That'll change probably like 45 minutes. And it's not like I just kind of started. Hey, Rich, so Beal, yeah, I'm glad you're back, bro. Skyrim upgrade from Special Days Anniversary is so happy. $20 was my top dollar. What is it doing, though? Is it just like max settings on PC? It better be fucking max at this point. The game is from 2011. If you had to choose one of those sexy birds to have an OnlyFans, which one would you choose? Carlos. He's the OG, man. He's had to have leg surgery. This bird has been deep in this game, man. He deserves it. He has the bird breasts. We don't know what the future of this bird is yet, man. Steve may, we'll see if he stays around after November. He'll probably stay around for Christmas at least, too. Because people eat cock on Christmas. What happened to Game Explain? I heard something. Yeah, I'm too sober. I assure you that's going to... I am not going to have coffee tonight, though, because just having a nice big cup of Joe at almost midnight, at least where I am, is a real bad fucking idea. So, Christopher, thank you for that. Like I said, some people think that that's a clickbait title, and hey, I'm not looking to change your mind, you know. Is your editor going to make a video explaining the RGT? Also, no, it's not Clickbait. PS Ready YouTube. PS Ready YouTube channel. It's Clickbait. I don't know the channel. Yeah, well, I should do that tomorrow with him. Do you guys want to see, like, my editor used to be a manager at a GameStop. He's deep in the industry. Like, would you want to see his take on the whole RGT85 Nintendo situation? Let me see what you say. I don't even have to do a poll for that. I could do a poll, but... Yes. 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 So I'm guessing you don't want to see it at all. Yes. Sure. Yes. Polls. Yes. 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 Oh, I guess it's an overwhelming no, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. I mean, matter of fact, I'm going to talk to him right now. Love your body, Daddy, then you must be fucking blind. Let me see. Where is he? Yeah, my audience wants you to talk about the RGT85 situation, so we're going to talk about the RGT85 situation. Hope your nostrils are feeling better. Send me a picture shirtless with you blowing your nose, please. That's the conversation I have with my editor. That's normal. 100% normal. Go fuck yourself. Thank you, beautiful Angel Blossom. You must be blind as well. The Nowhere Man. Oh, yes. Thank you. Love your body, Dave Betty. Thank you. So, thank you for reminding me. Christopher, you're like Captain Content tonight. You're doing what Google Fish... Like, Google Fish sends me shit. What did he send me? Actually, he sent me... I think I have, like, a deluge of news coming. Where is Google Fish? He sent me something. What is his name now? Brother John slaps Brother Todd with his dong. That is right now Google Fish's name on Facebook. Well, I probably shouldn't have said that, but that's okay. All right, PS ready. Now I'll check them out later. Okay. So what did Google Fish send me? Oh, besides a whole bunch of pictures of... Oh, actually, I didn't even see he sent me this. Oh. Okay. Basically, he sent me the same thing that you sent me, Christopher, just in a different title. I don't know if RGT has taken down the video. We're almost at 600 people, which I'm actually kind of shocked at this late hour, but I'm not complaining. Let's, birds, it's time to shrink. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Excuse me. All right, so desktop audio is on. DIVX. All right, so DIVX was when DVD was like really becoming popular. Circuit City came up with this idea. This is like obviously before like there was video streaming or any kind of like Netflix or anything like that. Their whole thing was, hey, let's make basically talk about a waste too in terms of like not environmentally friendly. Like there's zero chance that this would happen now. It was like a time. It was like a disposable camera of DVDs. Like you would be able to use it for, I don't know. We'll find out now, but I'm just giving you the context so you understand how shit this is. DIVX, yeah, dude, I remember they were pushing that hard. That's how old I am. So basically, you'd buy it, you put it in your machine, you'd have like 48 hours to watch it, and then the disc was fucking useless. It was the stupidest fucking thing ever. Like, I remember my dad's like, wait, are they really trying, like, what, like, wait, so... And my dad knows text, but that's why he was like, wait. So they're giving you the DVD, and it's just timed, and after a certain while, they block you from watching it. That is the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard of. I'm like, yes, I agree. You should feel old. And this man probably, if he's still alive, is very old.
The video you're about to see will provide
is a pile of shit.
You with many of the tools you'll need to become a sales leader for DIVX. A product
a sales leader. Oh, wow, this is the CEO. The sales leader. How did that work out? Yo, if you're let me tell you something right now. If you were a sales leader of DIVX at your store and somehow you're watching this stream, I want to hire you right now. I don't know what the fuck I'll do with you, but if you could sell that, you could sell anything. Dez 912. KW, thank you for becoming a member, my friend.
Product that will forever change the way we watch movies at home.
No, DIVX was like from, what was it, like 2000, I think? It was like the late 90s, 2000. He died in 2014, okay.
As we all know, the consumer electronics industry continues to move toward the digital realm. CD players, digital camcorders.
Much different time. Did you see, I haven't seen, we're talking about movies, I haven't seen a motherfucking thing, man. Have I ever even been in a Comp USA? I don't even know.
Direct TV systems, digital phones, and the advent of digital television are all proof of consumer demand for digital products. The national launch of DIVX is a continuation in this move to digital. As you probably know, DIVX was...
This guy looks like the most like typical CEO ever. Like when you look up CEO, like they just look like him. It's not an insult or compliment. It's just like when I think of what a CEO looks like this is the, or a math teacher, one of the two. Are you going to spread Ethan Klein's cheeks and go to town? What did he do? Are you saying that metaphorically or literally? Because I'm not licking Ethan Klein's butt. That's for shit sure. Wait, I did not mean that. I swear to my fucking kids, I didn't mean that on purpose. The codec was the best things. Why? Because what did it do? Was it like a really good compression method where it improved video quality? Like what did it do?
Developed by Circuit City. We have made this investment not only because DIVX is great for consumers, but also because Circuit City is the nation's leading retailer of value-added consumer electronics. DIVX fits with our mission to expose our customers to the newest technologies in a friendly manner. We are
That was your mission. That was, I think at the time they were still with DIVX. They were still pushing commission. So, like, there were people making good money there, man. There were people making real motherfucking good money. I mean, you could be a financial analyst, you could work for a company, and you could do all the research you want to and say, oh, customers need this, and all these other retailers, they don't have commissioned salespeople, so fuck these people. It's like, but now you have all the people who gave a shit about selling your stuff are gone. When someone doesn't have that incentive anymore, they're like, okay, my paycheck is going to be $400 a week or whatever. If I do put zero effort in, you'll may get fired, but there's a lot of people I know who didn't and were horrible at their job and stayed there forever. Or if I work my ass off, I make $400. I'm just not going to fucking do anything. Like, I'm just like, that's it. Then you get the people who don't give a shit. And a lot of people there, like I said, there's like, they can get money to get fucked up during weekends, like they're college kids. And then the customer service quality goes down. And then people just stop going there because it's like, all right, I go there and no one's helping me. They're all talking in a corner, and like I could just go on Amazon and do it myself there, and I don't even have to leave the house. You know what I'm saying? That's really what happened, man. Here's $2 to wipe that sweet hole with. The tablets are, THC tablets are now kicking in. You mean DIVX? You're saying X videos. You're talking about a porn site.
Uniquely positioned to be the national leader in DIVX sales. So I encourage you to take full advantage of this training package. In the 49-year history of our company, there has never been a product launch so important to all of us.
Oh, this is a dark video. This is getting dark real quick. If this was the most important thing to you, and you, Circuit City, you were done almost a decade before you were done.
I'm counting on.
DivX was H.264 of its time. For a long time, it was the pirate's format of choice. Oh, that's where that DivX came from? I've used that codec a billion times. I didn't know it had anything to do with this. Countless fucking awesome compression. Many DVD players had the codec built in. Oh, shit. Activision versus U-Matic. Man, I'm learning all this shit tonight, man. You gotta understand, man. I'm like, I have Dave Rubin brain levels in the gaming community. Now, why am I insulting myself like that? That's not true. But you're like throwing all this crazy info. Like, I've used the DivX codec a billion times that I didn't like. How did I never correlate that with how many times I've like, dude, I used to, when I was younger, I used to pirate movies. Now I just don't even give a shit about movies, but I used to pirate movies and everything was DivX, man. Everything was DivX. I just never put the two and two. Like I said, I'm smart, but I have, when it comes to common sense, I'm a fucking idiot. Check out Nihilist Arby's Twitter for some laughs. I will. Even stuff like that, Glass Joe, because I'm not going to check it right now, send that to the submissions. If you have anything that you think, that you enjoy, that you want to see me react to, send it to the submissions thing. So long as it isn't like, please don't send pictures of like giant cocks and stuff like that. I just ruined it. You know that's good. You know that's going to happen. Now. An audio cassette? You know why that would have failed too? See, at the time, it would have been tougher with DivX. It was... it would have been like a few years after DivX, but... burning a DVD... When was DivX a thing? I have to look this up, because now I need to know this to talk about it. DivX... that DivX video. DivX Circuit City. No, Circuit... yeah, DivX Circuit City. It discontinued. Holy... yeah, they released it June 8th of 19... Alright, so at this time... we didn't have dude, no, like CD burning was just starting to become popular. So it was released from June of God, I was still in fucking high school. And it discontinued June 16th. It was so 1999. This shit was so stupid. Yeah, it was a self-destructing format. How long did it? For approximately $4, which was watchable for up to 48 hours. Oh, I was right about that. After this period, the disc could be viewed by a paying continuation fee to play it for two more days. Viewers who wanted to watch the disc an unlimited number of times can convert the disc to a DivX Silver disc for an additional fee. Oh God, this one paragraph is DivX Gold disc could be played an unlimited number of times on any DivX player. Were announced at the times of DivX's introduction, but no DivX Gold titles were ever released because it is a DVD with DRM, dude. It is a DVD with DRM. I know it's what it was designed for, but it was just its execution was shit.
On each of you to do your best to show your customers why DivX is truly the best way to watch movies at home.
Which even back then was factually not true.
And in the process,
Activision, I'm going to have to look that up.
Increase your earnings and continue to move Circuit City forward. So let's go sell some DivX. Thanks.
See, but at least at this time, they were definitely, because I know people in 2000, when like, when they closed down the Express store, I always told you guys, I went over to the main store and it sucked, and I put my 2 weeks in there. Yeah, they were still definitely on commission then. So my point is that there would have been some kind of incentive. You know what I mean? Like, when there's commission, there's a way. If you're just like, here, sell this or you're fucking fired, it's like, how about no? I didn't mean to hit both. I did not mean to hit both. Blame this guy. Yeah, I want to see how they're going to try to make me think that this is something that I want/need. Oh, what is that? Hold on one second. Yeah, it's another late night stream. How long I'm going, I don't know, but here I am. How you doing, Alan? That is such a late 90s looking home.
Introducing DIVX, the best way to watch movies at home.
How fucking dense am I that throughout the years of how many times I think I've even encoded a bunch of shit in DIVX. How did I not know? How did I not know that it was the same encoder compression that they were using on the DIVX DVDs or whatever the fuck they just called them DIVX, I think. Even the name sounds stupid. DIVX. Like you couldn't think of introducing like you couldn't think of anything better than DIVX. Sounds like an STD. Oh man, I don't know. I hooked up with this chick at a bar that she was a skank, and now all of a sudden I think I got DIVX. I hit both again. I hit both the fucking again. God damn it. Like it sounds like a fucking venereal disease, man. I caught DIVX.
Home. DIVX is a new home video system that offers you the quality of digital pictures.
Like, even if DIVX was good, would they have sat there and been like, oh my god. Yeah. Oh god, this is the best movie watching I've ever done in 1999. Oh. God, you're good looking birds. I love both of you.
And sound. The freedom of no returns and no late fees. The availability.
God, it's so wasteful, too. It's so wasteful. Oh, I'm done watching this movie. Like, all that plastic just going in the fucking garbage, man. Oh, this is so not green. Alan, thank you for becoming a member, and thank you for, I was so tempted when I got home, because I got home at, like, fucking 10:50. I'm like, should I make a coffee? Like, nah, I'm just going to get stoned, so after I'm done streaming, I'll be nice and fucking tired, and I will just go right the fucking sleep. Hopefully.
Of hot feature titles all the time. The flexibility of watching great movies whenever you want. The convenience of an affordable home video collection.
Imagine if someone now in the streaming era came out with this format and seriously was trying to be competitive with something like, hey, I have this new format called DIVX. Oh man, I'm sorry. Do you have warts on your ass? No, it's an optical format where you go to a store, you buy the disc, and then it stops working after 48 hours. There's Netflix, man. Why would you? You sure it's not a venereal disease? You could just admit it to me. It's fine. Well, I think even YouTube's algorithm is like, what the fuck is this old man doing? Like, he usually streams between, like, 8 and 9:30. Like, wait, what? Like, I think, like, YouTube's algorithm, like, has to, like, wake up and be like, wait a second. I guess he's streaming. I have the most tremendous disease called DIVX, and it makes my body more tanned. Believe me, Donald Trump, there are DIVX warts on my asshole. I don't know how they got there. I blame Melania. One morning I woke up, my asshole was tremendously big and tremendously wet. And it was like, Melania, what did you do to my most tremendously beautiful spray-tanned hole? And she said, I shoved my fist in it, wrapped in sandpaper, believe me. Yo, it does. It sound the NYC Batista, and well, that's Beagle Boy. Imagine, like, I know they're gonna try to sell it with convenience, and yes, I understand. Like, everyone was on dial-up back then. I think, as far as I know, but it's just like it sounds like a fucking venereal disease. And if you really think about it, yes, Laserdisc absolutely beats DivX, man. Absolutely. Like, it's so fucking impractical, dude. It's so fucking impractical. It doesn't make sense. Hi, I just bought this disc. I went to a store, drove, bought a disc, and after 48 hours, unless I pay more money, and there's 2 different tiers of more money I could pay, I'll never be able to watch it again, so I'm going to throw another piece of it's just a useless piece of plastic at this point. It's unreal. It is unreal that someone actually sat down and went, this stupid fucking idea is a great fucking idea. Holy shit. The worst thing about these discs is they can and did expire while on the shelves. You could take home a disc and it's already turned dark. Wait, they actually change color? But wait, I thought they had the option. I'm learning more about DivX now than I've ever known. I just knew the basics of it, like I explained to you before, that it's shit and it was like self-destructive. After that, I was actually pretty on the money with the 48 hours. But it like literally rotted away. Stop. Dude, I've used the DivX format for encoding and downloading shit. I used to torrent the fuck out of stuff way back in the day. I don't anymore, but everything was DivX. When I like I said, I think I even coded shit in DivX, and somehow, because I am a fucking thick-skulled ape, I've never put together that DivX and this DivX had something in common. I never said I was a genius. Dizzle, it sounds like a fucking disease.
Sounds
Like a disease.
bird.
Excuse me. Damn it. Like, do you think there's any family that has ever at any time in any era actually did what happened right here? No, none. I'll just answer it. Technology has a good video about Flex Play, another disposable DVD. Oh, I love Technology Connections. He makes, that's like a diamond. No, not a diamond in the rough. That's like a rare gem of a channel. Let's go with that saying. It's not really that clever, but like, he talks about the technology of shit that I never would even think of. It's like, how did you even think that, like, to talk about the mechanics of how that works? Why are you so much smarter than me? Why do you still have hair and I don't? Speaking about Technology Connect, but his videos are fucking brilliant. If DVD hadn't killed this, iTunes would have. Well, no, this came out after DVD. This was like Circuit City. Hey, people love DVDs. Let's just take the format and make it self-destructive. Netflix and everyone, every streaming service, and even purchasing movies, and it all killed physical formats because yes, there is something of true value when you have a film or a game or whatever, and it is on a physical format, and so long as you could find a way to play it on that physical format, you have it. Well, there could be bit rot, but you have it you own it on a physical something. But, you know, all this shit got killed by streaming, whether it be music streaming, whether it be video streaming. Best combo: watching your stream and playing Injustice. Oh, God, I haven't played Injustice in ages.
Get the picture? The DIVX movie system uses DVD technology to create a brilliant digital picture.
I will say, you know what's funny? A lot of you guys who are like, if you're like even if like you're in your mid-20s, you don't get it. Because you were just when you were born. It's not that you weren't around for it. But God, going to like from VCR to DVD in terms of video quality was insane. Even going from, because at the time we had, it was called DSS. Like before it turned into DirecTV, the satellite service, it was called DSS. We had an RCA DSS box. It was really strange. But that was such a huge, having that satellite service was such a jump in video quality or picture quality compared to cable. Like, so that's one thing I could say, because it's similar to DVD, is that it was a huge jump, and this was still like when DVD and whatever else was in its prime. No, there was PrimeStar as well. PrimeStar was a competitor. DSS turned into DirecTV, I believe. I don't know the whole like off the top of my head but we had, like, right when that service came out, my dad was psyched for it and jumped on it. Yeah, PrimeStar. I remember PrimeStar being a bit, not a big, but they were like trying to be their competitor. PrimeStar, yeah, that's a name I haven't heard of in ages. I guess they died off, huh? I had a Canon Hi-Fi VCR, and that thing's audio quality was fucking insane. Yeah, Beagle Boy, you get it. Like, so I don't know how old you are, but maybe, you just were around, even if you're younger, you saw the technology. But going from like VHS to DVD, like, you guys will never understand it, because all the screens now have such insanely high resolutions, but it was such a difference, man. Even on the same TV, because what was VHS equivalent to like 240p? So going to like 480p was double the resolution. May sound stupid. Maybe like 40p. That's ridiculous. It's true, though. Yeah, man. Hey, if it works, dude, I know people like that to this day, man. If it works, why spend the money? And it's true.
Get the sound? The DIVX movie system delivers spectacular digital sound.
Why are they doing this? Why are... Imagine being that actor right now who's playing the dad, and you had to do all this makeup, and look, I get they're actors, it's their job, but like, you're doing all this, like, what is this for? Oh yeah, it's this movie format that in 48 hours disc becomes a fucking a coffee cup coaster, unless they pay more money. Like, all right, how much you pay? Like, really? Like, you're gonna make me put on all this makeup and do all this shit? I'm in my mid-20s. I remember going from VCR to DVD. I remember going from analog to digital and then to HD. And then even like going from 480p or standard def to 720p cable. Jesus Christ, it was a new difference. Hey, Rich, you ever heard of nu metal? I have not, Ecclesia. I have not heard of that. It was such a, going even from 480p, like I said, to 720 was such a big fucking difference, dude. And you're just not going to get that anymore. Like, yeah, going from 1080p to 4K was cool, but someone told me, like, Rich, if someone put a gun to my head and said, yo, you're going to game at 1080p for the rest of your life and watch movies and shit, okay. All right, it sucks a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you notice the difference, obviously, with 4K, but it's not that, and I like 4K TVs. All of the TVs in my house, minus my kids' small TV, but for them it's fine, is 4K. And I could go back to 1080p, no problem. I'm in my mid-20s, yeah, so... And I remember going from VCR to DVD. I remember going from analog to digital and then to HD. Yeah, it was a big difference. I just answered your super chat. Sorry. You know you're old when you understand you need to change your TV to channel 3 to play video. Oh yeah, dude. I used to 3 and 4, mostly 3 though, in the States anyway. Mostly 3. You've never experienced 4K still. That's interesting. Look, I made a video. It actually did pretty well. Where I was like, man, that'll make a great video idea. I'm going to use my son's TV, and yeah, and I play PlayStation 5 on it. And you know what? It's a 720p smart TV made by Westinghouse, I think. It's a no-name brand, but it was like $80, and it has a decent picture, has a game mode, and a 24-inch screen. 720p was fine. All right, this guy's a. DIVX is some of the tech that can have Bofa D's nuts. Ha ha. Hey, Daniel, how did that bet go with HD DVD? You know what's funny is that I really think the only thing that also kept Blu-ray around is that Sony used it for the PS3 and 8th gen consoles use it for storage, like storage formats. If it wasn't for like consoles needing the storage, which we could also say may not be something they'll need much longer. I'm already purchasing 99% of my games. I don't think I purchased a physical copy. Have I purchased any physical games for my 9th gen systems? I don't think I have. I really don't. Holy shit, that just sunk in. Huh. That's actually kind of video worthy too. I just realized I don't think I've bought a single copy of a game. Huh. Well, something I bought, one of the Series X's that I have that I'm using for a video. I had to get, I'm doing something with it. I got a guinea pig Series X. So I have one in my living room. I have the guinea pig one. That one, when I got it, it came with a Madden game. Yay. But, so, maybe that makes me a liar then, but no, I have not gone to any store and have bought physical media for either the PS5 or Series X. I have not. Maybe that is kind of video worthy. The real difference with 4K is HDR makes things sexy. Yeah. You know what? I'd rather have like a 1440p image with good HDR, high dynamic range, whether it be HDR10 or I'm not even sure the difference between that and Dolby Vision. I'm not that up on it, but HDR does. Like when I watch videos on my phone in HDR, it's beautiful. Even on whether it be an OLED TV or like the Hisense, or in my living room I have the NanoCell. HDR does look pretty beautiful, man. Anyway, this guy has that smoke coming out of his face for... Like, imagine if this was literal. Imagine, like, oh, God, the quality of DIVX is so incredible, you may actually get fucking burnt watching it. Well, that's a good way to sell it. Jesus, if this guy looks like this watching a fucking TV, if this guy starts smoking like this watching a TV show, what happens when he faps?
Avoid that mad rush to the rental store. No returns, no late fees.
I guess that would be the... I know I keep stopping this every 2 seconds, but it's just so jam-packed with shit. I guess that would be the selling point? Maybe that's the only redeeming quality to this. It's like, all right, so I don't have to bring it back. But back in the day, I had to fidget around with rabbit. Oh, wow, you're fucking maybe. How old are you? You may be older than me. I don't think I ever had, at least at my house, rabbit ears. Circuit City CEO directed it himself. It seems like it.
Less thing to stress about in your life. With DIVX, you're always...
Oh, yeah. Who says that? Heck Boogie. Forza 5 with Dolby Vision with an LG C10 OLED. Oh, yeah, of course. Sure, it's fucking gorgeous, man.
Be sure to find the hottest
I'm going to try that eventually.
new movie titles from top studios like Disney, Paramount, MGM, 20th Century Fox.
Why does this guy sound like IGSRJ right now? He sounds like he's a... Does anyone know who that is? That's like such a niche. You're 53. Really?
Universal and
So you know, man.
DreamWorks.
Does anyone know who IGSRJ is? I'm sure, like, one of you.
DIVX is different than a VHS rental.
It's from a
because
different
the viewing
lifetime on
period doesn't
YouTube.
start when you leave the store. It begins when you insert the DIVX disc and press play, so you can watch your movie tonight, next week, or even months later. Every DIVX movie comes with a 2-day viewing period. During that time, you can watch it as often as you like. Reverse, fast forward, skip from scene to scene. And you're always free to pause at any time.
He just took a dump, didn't he? He just shit. Dad, man, we're trying to watch this movie. Dad's taking a dump again. All right, press play on the DIVX. He emptied his hole.
It's not just remote control, it's complete control.
I'm going to keep stopping this. That is a lie. It's not complete control because you have 48 hours to watch it unless you cough up more cash. That's not complete. That's the exact opposite of complete control. It's like a metaphorical time bomb in your fucking... Could DIVX even... I don't even know. Like I said, I never owned one. Once I found out the concept, I was like, that's a joke. Can you even put regular DVDs in a DIVX player? Because if... God, if you can... Hold on. DIVX. IC chip. I don't know. If I am not, I can't read into this right now. I'm trying to see if anyone knows. Because that... Mom, pause the movie. He's go spread his cheeks and go to town. Yes.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
That's what he did. And yo, all right, we need to do some logistics here. That bathroom is really close to the living room. So anytime someone takes a shit there, that whole... Oh, man. And let me tell you something. That could be a life-changing experience. If someone has a dump like that could be a life-changing experience, not in a good way. I ever tell you guys a story that one time where I was in college and we were filming like an indie movie that I wrote that was fucking terrible. Oh, God, it was so bad. And there was this girl that was an actress there, and we filmed a scene at her house. Like, we went there with like all the camera equipment and stuff. And I had some weird stomach bug. I actually ended up going to the doctor for it. That like got rid of like there's like a lining in your intestines that keeps like bacteria back. So but point being, without going into, anytime I ate anything, it felt like I had a bottle rocket shoved up my ass that was gonna explode back out. So we go there to film, and I tried, man. I'm making sure I'm shitting before I went there, and all of a sudden it was like someone put a balloon in my large intestine, and it was just filling up. So I had to run to the bathroom, and I blew ass. So all right, no big deal. So, I spread my cheeks, go to town.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Do the normal bathroom things, wipe up to make sure the hole is no longer brown. And fucking clog the toilet. And she was hot too, this girl. So I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, all right, no big deal. Sure, they have a plunger, right? You just plunge it. I'll, clean everything up. Make sure nothing, I mean, it didn't go overflow or anything. Didn't have a fucking plunger. So I got this rip-roaring flu shit that I let out at this hot girl's house. And now I'm sitting there defeated like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm doing something, I'm filming for work or school. We're filming this movie that I wrote. We're all the way at this girl. She was in the middle of bumblefuck, too, to film. And I just shit in this hot girl's house. And now I have to come out and say, yo, I blew ass at your house and it clogged your toilet. Do you have a plunger? But it gets worse. Hold on, I need more seltzer for this. Where'd you go? Fuck, where's my seltzer at, man? I know I got more than 2 cans. I'll probably find it like a month. No, I only had 2 anyway. Then we go fucking downstairs to the kitchen because she's trying to I think she had to call her mom to see if they had a plunger. And she says, like, yeah, this is an older house, so like the whole house, like I guess like the piping, I must have been leaking slightly, so the whole house her whole house from the top to the bottom smelled like my ass. Needless to say, there was already 0% chance of me ever hooking up with her. That 0% chance went like negative 200%. Because she probably for the entire day had to smell my ass. Oh, man. Life is a fucking circus. Holy shit, I missed some super chats. Sorry. Starting with Maple. So, Alan, I answered you. Holy shit, you're 53, dude. Bless you. Maple Canadian game. Man, I can't believe that OG Xbox still works, even though it's been 7.5 years. It's so weird it's been that long. I still feel like I remember going to Best Buy. I went for the PS4 launch and I went for the Xbox One launch. I remember going to pick up both of those boxes, man. And remember thinking the Xbox One was ugly back then, and I still think that's an ugly motherfucking console now. I would actually say I believe the original VCR Xbox One is vastly uglier. And I think the PS5 is uglier, but I think the Xbox One is uglier. Turbo Express, I will smell you anytime, sir. The Bathroy parents' house is right there by the living room, so yeah. Yep. It's... So, basically, that guy just went there. He probably just like, oh, man, stop the movie. I gotta fucking take a massive shit. And he went and took a massive shit. And then the thing is, that smell lingers for a couple hours. Like, if you have one of those sulfury dumps, that shit, no pun intended, lingers for, like, hours. So if you're watching Schindler's List, you're going to be smelling your dad's ass the entire time you're watching Schindler's List. Oh, man. The parents, so yeah, I have a question. How would this system work in the 80s? How would you pay to extend? You wouldn't. Like, I believe there was a dial-up connection inside the DIVX machine. That's how they would check. That's how they did it. I think I remember, like really, you had to hook up to the internet to, yeah. You wouldn't do it back then. It just, there was basic internet connections back then, but it was like people going to message boards. So no, you wouldn't. Like, you couldn't do the hey Rich, thanks for keeping it real. Been watching you on both channels for 5+ years, entertaining myself with others too, doing your own thing. Thank you very much, man. I try to just bring, like, I am, even though this is a persona, it's still to a degree very much me, and I'm this weird all day. Like, it's not like I'm just like, hey, I'm this Ask Intro guy, man. I mean, I talk to my editor and I tell him to send me a picture of him shirtless wiping his nose because he has a sinus infection. Like, this is just how, like, even my editor is just as weird as me. My friend was with a girl in high school, and they got caught because she was allergic to latex, and he got stuck in her, so the paramedics had to... Oh, wow. And they were in high school. Yo, so you know that the parents were like, so what happened? like, you know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me? My friend, so that's insane. I've heard of that before, though. Yeah, man. I've heard of that before. I've also heard of, too, not to get gross, but, not to get gross. I'm talking about fucking bowel movements. Like, sometimes a muscle in a woman's, like, vagina could spasm and, like, keep you in there like a vaginal Venus flytrap, and your penis is the fly. So, like, a woman's vagina spasmed. So, imagine just having to go there and, like, you're just, like, mid-intercourse and you're, like, stuck in a woman. And it's like, and you're, like, in the ER. It's like, hey, what's going on? My girlfriend, wife, fiance, her vagina spasmed, but my cock is stuck in her. Rich enough, why? You must be new to my stream, sir. No, I did not buy that, Christopher. I have so much. I am knee deep in upcoming shit that I'll get something. I want to get a new inbox 360, but one with HDMI. Depending on the price. I'm not going to, take on a home equity loan to fucking buy a new inbox 360 that'll probably last a month. Back to the video. Heck Boogie, how dare you tell me what to do? You're fired. I'm kidding. We've been staring at this man looking awkwardly for way too long, I agree. What the fuck was that? The kids are upstairs, are like, oh man, Dad took a fucking shit again. God damn it. Dad took a shit again. I ain't watching. I'm not sitting on that couch. It's like at ass level, that couch, compared to the bathroom. So they like, the odor from his hole is probably going right up their noses. Rich, you've brought me so much joy. I'm only a couple years younger. It sucks. The older I get, the less time for gaming. Love back. Yeah, well, yeah, dude. I mean, I've been... as I burp up something spicy. I've been gaming a little bit more recently. Decent amount more. And yeah, you realize that you miss it too. God bless devices like the Switch, because if it wasn't for devices like that, I would never be able to fucking do shit. It's having a portable gaming device, so if your kid is laying on you or,
Each DIVX movie costs about $4.50, making it easy and affordable to build a home DIVX movie library of your own.
I guess what their argument is, too, is, hey, if you ever want to, you may not want to watch it again now, but you may want to watch it again in the future. But did someone say they're, self-destructing, this, go bad? I don't know what, but if they don't go bad... Maybe the small argument that could be made is, all right, if I ever want to rent it again, it's right in my house. Okay. That's why I want to get the one with HDMI, man. But that's I'm already asking for a needle in a haystack by looking for a new Inbox 360. But looking for a new Inbox 360 with an HDMI port is I'm looking for a needle in a haystack that the haystack's made out of a stack of needles. So, Nathan, I relate, man, more than you realize. But, yeah, it's like any hobby. You got to find time for it. But the thing I realized, though, is that when I do find time, my brain doesn't want to sit there and deal with the game. Even though now, like I say, I've been getting back into, like, I've been really, like, enjoying playing fucking games. But, and it's not that I don't enjoy gaming. It's like, here's the thing. You watch a video, your brain could go into autopilot mode, you're tired, and then you could go to sleep. If I get into, like, Call of Duty or something like that, one, either I'm too tired and I'm not into it and I'm going to play like the guy from IGN or whoever played from IGN, or I'm just going to suck. Or I'm not going to enjoy it, I mean to say, because I'm too tired. Like, that's the thing. It's like, oh, Rich, what are you are you saying you're so fat and lazy, fat and lazy, fat and lazy and fat that you don't even want to move joysticks on a gamepad? No, it's not about you. Your whole brain has to wake up then. You know what I mean? You have to be aware. You have to be aware of your surroundings in the game, you know? Whereas if I watch a video, it's just, you know, there's no team deathmatch in a YouTube video, at least like that you're playing it, you know what I mean? There's probably people playing team deathmatch right now. What? Where am I? The THC has fully fucking kicked in. So Mason, thank you for So I'm going to have to do like another survey, Christopher. It's a good point because that's actually a pretty bad. Okay. Mr. Christopher, let's see. Let's see if that 360 is still on eBay. It is. Hold on. $850? I thought it was $750 yesterday. Man, that's a lot of money. But I'm sure that would be it. One, it would be cool to have it. And two, the seller has 100% positive feedback with 26 ratings. New and sealed box. He saw me looking. Or was it the same price? I don't know. Xbox 360 Elite new in box. Let's see if we can Xbox 360 Elite new in box. Now, ooh. Do you have HDMI? Brand new. The box looks like a horse took a dump on it, though. Maybe a horse did. It has... is that HDMI? Can you please just... Can't fucking tell. I think so. Ooh, and it's black too. I think HC. Oh, here it is. It's $800. You don't like my birds games? I'm thinking right now. You just drank the weed butter? All right, we're going to do another poll. All right, here we go. Would you watch an Xbox 360 Elite new in-box unboxing? It's probably, I know it's probably going to be. Anyway, let's finish this.
Keep the movies you've watched. Buy movies you plan to watch in the future. So what do you do with the DIVX disc after the viewing period ends? Add it to your DIVX movie library. Get another 2 days of viewing for about $3.25 anytime in the future. Convert it to unlimited viewing for a one-time fee. Trade it with a friend. Recycle your disc. The fact is, you can do whatever you want.
It's still stupid, and it should have failed, but I could see how on paper that can be alluring now that I'm seeing the other aspects, but no. Like,
you own it. DIVX gives you all the great features you wanted in a home viewing system. The quality of digital pictures and sound.
like, imagine just sitting there watching on a fucking standard def tube TV and like, oh my god, this looks so amazing that I have to sit back and my dog's gonna float across the fucking room.
The freedom of no returns and no late fees. The availability of hot feature titles all the time. The flexibility of watching great movies whenever you want. The convenience of an affordable home video collection. All for about $4.50, only $1 more than a VHS rental. Get the quality, the freedom, the availability, the flexibility, the convenience. Get the DIVX digital movie system.
But, you know, what probably happened is a lot of people were like, all right, this disc is useless now. Have you seen that TLC show, Intercourse, Not the Real, where it sent me to the ER? No. Also is the one with this. So thank you for letting me know that. Oh, man, you guys really want to see it, huh? What are we at? 100?
The DIVX movie system. The best way to watch movies at home.
So now you see why DIVX...
God, that is such a 90s setup. Look at that fucking TV. Yes, and let me know this too. I'm streaming right now. If you're naked, that's cool. But do you think that buying a fat Xbox 360 Elite new in box would make for a big video? I think it would. It would be cool to have it too. That's other benefit to it. But do you think it would make for a good video? 360 new in box unopened. I'm not bashing the 90s, man. I'm a kid of the 90s. But it's just so funny looking back. Like, that was bleeding edge shit back then right there.
is the biggest thing to happen to home movie viewing since the VCR and the video rental store. Quality and convenience. Freedom and flexibility. Affordability and availability.
That's kind of like what I had in my room. I had a home theater set up in my room as even with as a teen. Like I had I had 5.1 surround, had a 27-inch Toshiba TV, 5.1 surround. I shit you not, I had a sub in the closet, and I had a DVD player. Like, so I was like bleeding edge back then because I was a spoiled shit.
That's what DIVX offers consumers. But let's take a moment to talk about the basics of DIVX. DIVX is a feature of DVD, not a separate format. Each DIVX player starts as a basic DVD player and is capable of playing all basic DVD movies.
Okay, it answered that question.
What makes DIVX revolutionary is the encryption technology in each DIVX enhanced player.
What's interesting is that, again, on paper, this does, you got to keep in mind, back in this, it does sound alluring, but at the end of the day, it was an extra layer of DRM on a DVD, and it just didn't work.
It's this technology that enables consumers to purchase these specially encrypted DIVX movie discs for $4.49. And with that purchase, you get quality, convenience, freedom, flexibility, and availability. So with all these benefits going for it, you may be wondering, how do I start a conversation on DIVX? Try these.
Do you ever rent movies?
Have you ever paid a late fee on a video rental?
Have you ever gone to the video store and couldn't get the latest release?
Have you ever returned a movie without watching it just to avoid the late fee?
Have you ever bought a movie?
These are all things that, like, anyone who was born after, like, 95 knows nothing about, basically. I know, man, it's killing me, but my audience says they would be psyched for it, and it is pretty badass. I don't know. Let me think. You said 5. I believe it, dude. There's always some, like, some jackass on eBay that's thinking, like, oh, this is vintage, right? All right, let's just slap $5,000 on. I mean, I don't want to yawn. Some DIVX discs were coated a chemical coating that destroyed the disc over time. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That really makes them shit. From my mate, Madman. Hey there, Chuckle Nuts USA. Well, I told him I said thank you. Make sure you rewind the tape. Yep, please be kind, rewind. Because people, yeah, that would, I remember, like, even at, like, mom and pop Blockbusters, not actual, there was like Star Video and shit back in the day. It's like this just no name. It's like in the hood of Beacon, which strangely is no longer the hood. Like they would have the please be kind rewind sticker. It was all like caked up with nasty shit. So gross.
You could watch it again and again, but only watched it once.
Those are just a few simple ways to start a conversation about DIVX. And when you think about it, everybody that rents movies can benefit from DIVX. So let your TV customers and your VCR customers and your home theater customers know about DIVX. And once you start your conversation about DIVX, you'll want to tell them all about the 5 major benefits. So with that in mind, let's check out some ways to explain to your customers why DIVX is the best way to watch.
Yeah, nah, I ain't getting that. Dude, I'm buying a furniture set for this goddamn video I'm making with the PS5 and the Hisense TV I was sent. I was sent to U8G. I ain't buying that fucking... I got money to spend on other shit for work.
Watch movies at home. First, it's DVD, so you're getting digital picture and digital sound.
Which gives you the sharpest, most detailed picture available and spectacular CD quality sound. The colors are more accurate. The edges are...
Why is this guy so bad? He's like doing an impassioned ASMR video. The colors are more accurate. Great sound, great quality. I just washed my ass before I made this video today. It's clean down there. Clean.
are more defined. The sound rivals any theater around. The discs are small and never need to be rewound. Would you like to see what I mean?
You've got to show it for your customer to believe it. They'll be amazed.
Can't believe you had to. We were at a time that you had to explain back then that you don't have to rewind DVD. My editor wants me to play something for you.
Great picture and sound with both DIVX and DVD movies. DIVX and DVD go hand in hand. For those movies you want to watch over and over again, $15 to $30 for DVDs probably makes sense. But for most of us who only want to watch a movie once or twice, DIVX is the answer. You can buy your favorite DIVX titles for only $4.49 each.
And then there's the freedom of no returns and no late fees.
That's because DIVX movies are purchased, not rented. So there are no more late night returns to the video store and no more late fees. They're yours to keep. How does that sound?
That sounds great. So now you've got DVD quality, the end of returns, and the elimination.
This always reminds me of like the last death gasp of Blockbuster. They tried to do what Netflix was doing, because Netflix, you know, initially they were just, you would like rent DVDs from their website and get them mailed to you. They tried to do that, and also what they try to do is like, hey guys, no more late fees. And everyone's like, yay, we asked for that like back in like 94. Now we don't fucking care. It's not going to save you. Die. That's basically what the customer was saying. Like, yeah, now you say no late fees because you're desperate.
Of late fees. What could be better? Well, have you ever returned a movie without watching it because your time ran out?
With DIVX, that will never happen again. The 48-hour period begins when you push play, not when...
He wants me to play this for you. He's the fucking bird. Yo, the thing that's crazy about didn't like Netflix want to get bought by Blockbuster? Oops.
You leave the store, and that could be the next day or the next week, even the next year. You can shop when it's convenient to shop and watch whenever you want. The choice is yours.
And we all love choices. On top of that, the hottest title should always be available.
That's because DIVX movies are purchased, not rented. Popular titles are stocked to meet customer demand, so you should never have to go away frustrated or be forced to make a second choice.
And
it's so funny, these are all non-things now, man.
once you buy the movie, it's yours to keep and watch again if you choose.
DIVX allows you to build a home movie library that you can rent again for around $325. Or if you find a movie that you're going to watch over and over, you can convert it to unlimited play for a one-time fee. You have all the choices without leaving your living room.
Now, as with any revolutionary concept, there will be some resistance and, of course, a lot of questions. So let's take a look at some of the best ways to answer the most...
It wasn't revolutionary, Chief.
...common questions about DIVX.
Driving to Idaho to Florida tomorrow. Going to be... No, it's not. I've driven from New York to Florida. I know you're joking, and I know you're being sarcastic. It was a fucking night. I was a kid, and I remember that vividly. That's how shitty it was.
So why doesn't DIVX have widescreen and multiple angles and all that other stuff?
DIVX can do widescreen and all the rest. It's still a DVD disc, but they found that consumer demand for it's just not there.
The IM era has figured out the formula. Because I'm combining it with a bedroom set. My bedroom, here is the thing. I ended up buying the house that I'm in right now. I wasn't sure I was. So my bedroom set right now is just fold-out tables and a bed. I mean, it's fine, but it's not good for a video, and I need to do it anyway. Like, I wanted to get nightstands, and it's time. I was like, all right, after I buy the house, I'm going to buy shit, you know, and I'm there. And plus sofa, and like, that's the room where I need to film the video because there's no other, like... Where I have the Hisense U7G that they sent me, there's just nowhere. That's in my living room. There's just nowhere else to put the TV to film it. So I can't have fold-out tables. It has to look presentable, the room. So.
Meanwhile, DIVX can play DVD discs that contain those features.
So why does the player need to be hooked to the phone line?
Yep, the phone. I was right. The phone line.
The phone line is only used to initially register the player and to handle billing. The phone line is never needed to watch movies. Twice a month, in the middle of the night, the player makes a toll-free call to a billing computer. And this call will never interrupt your phone use because the player disconnects as soon as you pick up the phone. And for your convenience, the player comes with 25 feet of phone cord and a splitter.
What if I don't have a credit card?
What if I have a credit card, but I have nice big pecs? I remember DIVX display. Yep, me too. Me too, undecided.
Well, if you don't have a credit card, DIVX accepts debit cards as well. And most banks now offer free debit cards with a checking account. Your DIVX charges will show up on your credit card or your bank statement, and you can check your account anytime you want through the player.
What if DIVX goes out of business?
That's a fair question. But here's the bottom line. It's
That's a fair question. But I don't have a fucking answer for you.
It's almost impossible to believe that DIVX could go under.
No! Oh, no. No. What is a 3060 Ti going for? It doesn't sound super scalpy.
DIVX is supported by major movie studios.
That is balls.
It's like Disney, Universal, Fox.
How can it fail? There's 0% chance it'll fail. Come on. Year later, it's dead. And that's the thing. And this is actually a very telling. It's kind of interesting. That's the thing. This is very telling, and this is the concern with digital distribution. All of those DIVX discs that you may have bought, do you think that the Circuit City's dead? Like, they're nothing but literal paperweights. You can't do anything. You literally cannot watch unless they came out. I'm sure someone out there modded it, right? So you can. But unless that happened, at least from an official standpoint, they are doorstops at best. It's impossible. How could that happen? Really? No, I don't write that shit off. You crazy? I wouldn't write that off. I need a furniture set. I wouldn't write that off for it. That I assure you. That's not a tax write-off.
DreamWorks, Paramount, and MGM. And manufacturers like RCA, ProScale.
I'm not fucking Onision. Why am I getting audited? I just wrote off my wife's wedding ring and my wedding. That's a tax write-off. I filmed it. No! That's not how it works, man. It's like saying, oh, man, I don't know why you would use condoms if you were married, but if you did, like, oh, man, I had sex with my wife last night. We used the condom, and we did film each other for a YouTube video once, so I guess the condom's a tax write-off. Yeah, they're doorstops, T800. Like, and he's sitting here trying to say, how could it fail?
Scan, Pioneer, Panasonic, JVC, and
I may have reacted to that video, ABO.
Harman Kardon. However, should there be a problem, you would still have a fully functioning DVD player that will still play your existing DIVX movies.
But what about all the goddamn movies I possibly could have bought via DIVX? What happens if I was like, yo, I got 10 movies that I spent the full price, the DIVX Gold. They're useless. They're dead. They're done. Oh, wow. This is bad salesmanship, too. How could you say any format? Like, the Switch is wildly successful. We were still like, all right, this looks cool, but Nintendo fucked up with the Wii U. How could the Switch fail? It's Nintendo. How could the Wii U fail? How'd that one work out? It's Nintendo. How could the Virtual Boy fail? How did that one work out? Hey, it worked for DSP. Should be able to work for me to write off everything as it. Wait, did he really? Did he get? That's probably why I got audited, man. You got to be careful with the shit you write off, dude. You can't because if I actually did, Christopher, if I actually wrote off, it's furniture. Now, if I review again, like buying the OLED that I reviewed, fuck yeah, I could write that off 110%. But if you're like, oh, I filmed in a room and the furniture was in the room that I just so happened to film my YouTube video in, but it's a bedroom and I didn't buy the furniture for that, I'm going to write off my bedroom set. Next thing you know, IRS, we would like to talk to you. And then you'll be, what is it, like, Nissan owed like $650,000 because he like wrote off absolutely everything. Like, he wrote off his breakfast cereal. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but not much. Hey, it worked for DSP. She able to work for write off everything. Oh yeah, I don't know if he did that. I didn't look that deep into it, but I know he wrote off his fucking house, and he was like, "But I use TurboTax, and they have an audit protection guarantee." It's like, dude, it's software. Just like, I think it was Repsion that said it. It's fucking software. If the IRS is looking, and the IRS has systems that raise up red flags, so if the guy's like, oh yeah, wait a second, this guy, we just got this, there was something that we got a notification. There's this guy named, I don't know what his actual name is, but this dude just wrote off his entire house. I don't give a fuck what TurboTax says we're auditing him. Yeah, and that's like, that's the thing, is that people get to Michael Cortez like, oh wow, I filmed in my kitchen and I bought a new stove, so writing off the, like, but you're not a cook. You can't write off. Like, I have a tech and gaming channel and whatever the fuck I want channel. Yes, I reviewed this and I did a 25-minute review. I have every fucking right to write this off. But just because you're, you know, hey, I'm doing a vlog in my kitchen and the stove I just bought is in the background, even though it has nothing to do with the video. Writing off a $3,000 stove. No, that's not how it works. Pay your fucking taxes. Trust me, I do, and it hurts. Uncle says, so, oh, the 90s, a time when I was born, but I can't remember. Yeah, well, it happens with your, how old were you? Why am I so, no, he says, why am I toxic, you're talking about, DSP? And it's funny how that was such a beautiful line, but he was referring to something that happened to him, I believe, in Demon Souls.
Most importantly, when you see how DIVX works, I think you'll agree it's going to be a big hit.
And how does the disc work? Does it download the movie?
No, the movie's on the disc, just like basic DVD.
She wouldn't even know what download was back then. No one was. I didn't even use the term download back then. And I was a fucking nerd. Shocking, I know. But because you could write that off undecided. If that's part of your job, you can. That's okay. But to write off, like I said, oh, I just got this whole new kitchen set and new refrigerator, and I filmed a vlog in it for 30 seconds, even though I don't run a cooking show on my YouTube channel, but I was in the kitchen once with a camera, so writing off the entire kitchen, that's the Onision mindset. Well, I married my wife and I film YouTube videos, so means I can write off the entire wedding. No! I don't know if it'll ever happen in video games, but for movies, most major studios and digital distribution retailers participate in movies anywhere. I'm not sure. I don't know if it'll happen. I'm not sure what you mean by that, dude. Maybe I'm just tired and stoned, but it's not computing with me. Do you remember the HD DVD ad? Yes, I did. I remember that very well. You should see if you could find one of those brand new. Imagine I got that, and that'd actually make for an interesting video. Wait, DSP lied? I don't know. I can't verify or deny any of this. If he did, what the fuck? But didn't he go through like bankruptcy? Doesn't he owe like multiple years of back taxes? Like they aren't looking into shit like, or did they look into it and they're like, come here, chief. You owe a lot more from 2012 than you said. Yeah, you owe us. Like that's what happened with Onision. They were like, yeah, bro, you were like, you wrote off like your toilet paper. You can't do that. And it's in your house. It's not an office supply. You wrote off your wedding ring. You wrote off your wedding.
DVD. DIVX movies just have an anti-piracy encryption built into the disc. There's a chip in the player that unscrambles the encryption, allowing it to be viewed on your player.
That conversation wouldn't happen. The average consumer would not know any of, like, encryption. Wait, what? DR, like, what are you saying? He lied that he doesn't. How is he not in, like... See, but that's the thing. Everyone makes it like, oh, the IRS is going to come after you. Like, yeah, they'll come after you and make sure you pay. But, like, the prison time, like, you need to be really, like, malicious. Like, you were, like, laundering money for 20 years. And you know what I mean? Like, they don't go, like, Onision owes over $500,000. He's not in jail. They have a payment plan. You know, it takes a lot for them to get, like, you have to have, like, malicious intent, which I guess that kind of is if you lie about. I don't know. All I know is that the IRS is, here's the thing, the IRS rather not put you in jail so you could keep working and they could garnish your wages and collect money. So unless you're really done something like financially nefarious, that was really bad. A lot of times they're like, they'll catch you and they'll fuck you up and ruin your credit and make you pay, but they won't put you in jail unless it's, like, really fucking bad. And the thing is, if you did, like, say it was only for $20,000, but what you did was really nefarious to try to hide that $20,000, you have a higher... Well, that doesn't hold up either, because Onision wrote off everything. I don't know. Over 150 for HDD brand new. Not bad. Not bad for a dead format. That thing was ugly, too.
Aren't these disposable discs going to be bad for the environment?
Well, we don't think people are going to throw out perfectly good movies that can be watched again. We think people are going to want to build their own video libraries. But if they decide they don't want them, we have disc recycling bins set up. Actually, we think because you can watch them again, people are going to want to give them away, trade them, even sell them at garage sales.
Doesn't Circuit...
That's something you don't want to bring up. Sell them at a garage sale. Even if, like, ew. Really? Gonna go to a fucking flea market and find these? Oh, boy.
City own DIVX?
Yes, Circuit City owns a majority interest in DIVX. In fact, they helped develop the technology that's now licensed to the companies that built the players.
What about the DIVX Gold disc I've heard about?
DIVX Gold movies are purchased ready for unlimited play, as opposed to converting a disc to unlimited play. Now, DIVX Gold discs will only be produced if the studios desire them.
So when will the new DIVX movies come out?
Why would you buy a DIVX Gold disc at that point? That's stupid. Just buy a DVD, so you're not just... You don't have to just stay in the... very short-lived DIVX ecosystem. Why don't I just buy a DVD that'll work both in DIVX players and DVDs? Why would I buy a DIVX Gold? It's fucking dumb.
Movies on DIVX will almost always be available on the same day they're released for VHS rental.
Yeah, I don't trust anything you say, dude. You were just like, DIVX fail? Are you... Basically what his equivalent of what he said before was, DIVX fail? Are you a fucking idiot? Movies Anywhere is the program that allows you to view movies through any service like iTunes or the Play Store as long as your account is linked. Is that legal? Doesn't sound legal. You to view movies through any service. Huh. Oh, I'll have to look into that, man. Guaranteed 99 point... No, dude, you're actually wrong. 100% of them were all... Maybe there's one weirdo out there. Like, I'm a DIVX collector. So basically you're just collecting a bunch of broken plastic discs you can't do nothing with? Yes. Why would you? I've reacted, ABO, actually to a few of the Blockbuster training videos. Movies Anywhere is very legal. I gotta look into it. I never heard of it before, so I don't know.
DIVX knows everything I watch and when. Isn't that kind of like Big Brother?
Yes, DIVX knows what DIVX movies you're watching because it's part of the...
That's a very good point. But it is a worthless point to bring up now, because I assure you that Bill Gates knows what kind of porn I'm fapping to anywhere, anytime. But back at the time, we weren't used to having that big of a brother. Big Brother was there, but he wasn't that big. But that's a good point that this fucking DIVX sales training infomercial bullshit video is bringing up. But now, I mean, people were worried about little things like this back then. This actress would shit herself if she saw the world we were in 2021. I mean, you may have fucking Steve Ballmer watching me beat off to YouPorn. Developers! Yes, Movies Anywhere is a Disney service that links to digital, so you could claim those digital codes that come with Blu-rays there too. Oh, okay. Interesting. Dude, we have no, and all of our devices, this is why everyone's like, oh, the hate to bring it up again, but the vaccine. What about it? I bet you that Bill Gates wants to put a tracking chip in our bodies via the vaccine so he could butt fuck us at his own whenever he feels like it. Like, dude, like, motherfucker, man. Like, we're being tracked in every other way. They don't need a vaccine in us to know whatever the fuck we're doing. Seriously? Anyway. So he was really pushing hard for CH Channel 7. He was really eligible for CH, or was it Channel 13? I don't know, U.S. bankruptcy very well. I don't know it either. I don't know what the hell happened. All I know is that it worked out pretty damn well for him, because in the end, he still has his house. And he just owes his back so he could live. So in a way, he kind of fucking beat the system. I mean, here's the thing. He didn't get away scot-free. He still owes his back taxes. He owes, what does he owe? Like a few years, I think. It came out of his own mouth. I know he said it one time. You know, like everyone's like, yeah, DSPs, you're rich, you're just hating on him. Like, first off, I don't hate him. I swear by fucking children that I don't. Like, he's not, he's still on the internet and still around. But like I said in the video I made about him, about Keemstar roasting him, his business is dead. If you went into any other business and they had to beg you for 20 minutes before you ordered food, before you bought clothes, before, like, please, you have to buy this warranty. If you don't buy the warranty I don't know if we keep the lights on tomorrow, then your business has failed. It has failed. If you owe many years of back taxes because you could not afford to pay them, you are underwater. Your business is not working. But he just won't. It's not that he just won't move on. DSP is the guy, like, you remember, like, back in the day, where people were throwing, like, fruits and vegetables at the guy on stage to give him the hint to get off? DSP is just getting, like, rotten tomatoes and cucumbers thrown at him, and he's just like,
oh, the camera's on.
He just doesn't give a shit. Like, he just thinks he's gonna soldier on. And I'm just like, all right, man, hey, God bless.
The billing process.
I'm not running for office, Captain Star Chaser. I'm not. Dude, look at what, at the end of the day, until money's taken out of politics, which it probably, I don't know, the world will probably end before it is. Everyone just gets in line anyway. Everyone's like, oh, AOC or whatever other progressive is going to save us. No, they're not. Because they have to play the game too. They got to play it too. We're fucked, is what the bottom line is. Yeah, even China didn't microchip their citizens. They just use facial recognition software and cameras to track you, give you social credit for doing pro CCP. Yeah, they have a social credit system. Yep. That's what I'm saying. They don't need to put a fucking a chip intravenous into us or through a vaccine. Like, give me a fucking break.
So does your local video store when you rent from them. DIVX strictly adheres to the National Video Privacy Act, which forbids dissemination of viewer information without permission.
So how do I see what DIVX is charging me?
Well, first, you have to authorize all transactions. And then the player shows you exactly how much a subsequent viewing or an upgrade to unlimited play costs. And you can review your account at any time to see your transactions for the last 3 months.
Given that these examples were only the most common questions, you can see why you'll need to take full advantage of all the information provided in the training package. It's designed...
And you went, imagine working there at this time, and you went through all this training and all this stuff and all the weight. And this kind of reminds me like when I was working for that company that we were pushing the remember HP's tablet? I talked about this, and it was all of this. They thought that HP tab, because they bought Palm, and then they made that tablet, because this is at the time when like everyone was going through like iPad frenzy, because that's when the iPad just dropped in 2010, and they made us take all these different training courses and learn. They used whatever iPad WebOS or whatever the fuck it was called in the iPad, or not on the iPad, on the HP tablet, and literally like at least DIVX got a year. Literally the HP tablet with Palm OS on there, whatever the fuck it was. A month after it came out, they just said, nah, fuck that. They spent billions of dollars buying Palm. Pushed the living shit out of that tablet. Probably spent tons of money designing the tablet. And then a month afterwards, only a fucking American corporation could do this shit. A month afterwards, like, nah, we're done. The fuck, just sell them under cost at Best Buy and just see if you can get rid of them. What? Can I have billions of dollars to waste like that? I'll find better fucking uses for like a few billion than to make a tablet that put a like. It's like the equivalent to one of like Amazing Atheist like crowdfunding spiels he did back in the day. Palm WebOS is LG. Dude, I'm out of it right now. You know what I meant. Christopher, I've basically given up on progressive. I am progressive myself, but all I can hope is that the crazy Trump cultists don't destroy our country, but I'm just going to live my life. Dude, that's all you can do. That's why I just like, there was a time that I would have went balls deep into politics, even like in 2013, 2014, even 2015, 2016. I dabbled in it a little bit in 2020, which was stupid. I don't care, man. I can't. It's just too frustrating, and no one's going to really want change until it's too late. So, here we are. As Ted DeBase used to say, everybody's got a price for the $1 million man, even you. Yeah, that's a good point.
Designed to give you all the details you need to handle any questions your customers may have. Remember that selling DIVX puts you at the forefront of cutting-edge technology, quality, and convenience. So take the time to find out if your customers enjoy movies. And if they do, let them know that they're...
Bug the shit out of them until they at least look at DIVX. I'm sure, especially they were commission-based back then. And especially, you know what I bet happened to that they don't talk about in this video? Is there was probably some kind of financial incentive beyond just the average commission, because they were really trying to push DIVX in people's homes, because what Circuit City saw, well, it's a corporation, that's all they see with, was cha-ching. if people could rent all these movies, and if they want to watch them again, we could just have them coming back to keep. They were like, man, this is just like profit margin for fucking days. So they probably, what they did was, especially because the salesmen were commissioned, to incentivize the employees to really push DIVX, they probably gave them like some huge like commission bonus. So people are probably like getting pestered to no end with, you want to see DIVX? Oh wow, you have to go take a shit. Can I mention that you could take a shit while looking at this DIVX brochure? I just want to make sure you knew. Was a WWE wrestler? Was he? I didn't know that. No politician truly cares about you or me. No kidding. They all just line their pockets from lobbyists, even Biden and AOC. Well, Biden, absolutely. I don't know anything. I don't know enough about AOC to be. Democrats act like they care. No, it's all theater. I would say the vast majority of politicians don't really give a shit. Are there exceptions? I'm sure. I just stopped caring. It sucks to stop caring. It's dangerous to stop caring. But what am I going to do? Shut down, like, not be with my kids, shut down my YouTube channel to go start, like, fighting for change? It's not going to work anyway. Because no one, like, when I talk to people about politics and trade, like, it just either I'm preaching to the choir, or people just don't give a shit, or everyone's a conspiracy theorist and thinks everything's a conspiracy. I just can't. Like, people literally thought that John F. Kennedy was going to come back from the dead and he was going to be with Trump to become president again. Like, how does that even fucking happen? Like, why am I going to care when there are people that fucking far gone that believe that shit was real? How can I have a healthy debate and discussion with you when you thought that a zombie Kennedy was going to come back and it was going to be the most tremendous vice president? Believe me. Like, what? I can't talk to you. I'm not going to have a discussion with you. I'm not going to try to understand crazy, so I just don't care. I don't. Rip each other's faces off. I'll sit here kissing a bird and playing Call of Duty. Like, if you believe that shit, are you really going to sit there and have a logical conversation with politics and maybe, like, hey, we could bounce things back and forth? Oh, like, am I going to sit there and be like, okay, oh, wow, you say that John F. Kennedy's going to come back from dead? All right, I'll meet you halfway on that one. Maybe I'll go, no, you're fucking insane. I'm just going to give up and run the fuck away from you because I don't care. I can't talk to you, so I just give up. Is that bad? Yes. It's awful. Shouldn't give up. But nothing's going to change. And if people are that insane, what am I going to do with them? How could you can't. It's like there was a mental health facility where I used to live that was like down the road. You see crazy people like go try to talk. Like, they would try to talk to you, but it was like they would be like, oh, there's oh, I have this pet iguana that likes to smack my head. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? You can't have a conversation with them. If you believe a man was going to come back from the dead to help govern our nation, you're like them. I can't have a conversation with you. And so why am I going to care about politics? We have passed the point of no return, like I always bring up every night. We're gone. So fuck it. Let's see where we land. Brace for impact, because we are going to impact. How hard we impact, let the chips fall as they may. You know what I'm saying? Your video from like 2016 of the tow truck driver who refused to tow Bernie supporter is one of my favorites. Yeah, like, The Lord told me to get in my truck and leave. And it's like, isn't that like the exact opposite thing of what like Jesus and God, like, oh, we have political differences, but you're stuck on the side of the road, I think is what happened. So I'll help you anyway, because that's what Jesus and God want me to do. No, the Lord told me, because you're voting for someone that I don't want you to vote for, to leave you here to go fuck yourself. No, he didn't. You're just hiding behind the God spiel to try to justify you being a piece of shit. Your job is to, you're a tow truck driver. The person's politics of who your truck you're towing is null and void. You fucking piece of shit. Hey, Rich, you should check out Ackman's hot take on COD streamers saying Halo Infinite will die without a battle royale. I heard that with, I think it was Dr. Disrespect said that too. And you know what? It makes me hate Battle Royale even more. And many of you may say, in a valid argument, Rich, you just don't play the Battle Royale games. I don't. But what do corporations do? They go where the money is. Where do they see the money right now? They see the money in Battle Royale games. So what is every company going to try to do because they see other companies making Battle Royale games? They're going to try to make Battle Royale games too. So the innovation just goes and everyone is just trying to make fucking Battle Royale games to make a quick buck. Hell, Cliff Bleszinski tried to save his company after that other game failed. I forgot the fucking name of it, with that game Radical Heights, because he thought they thought they could have made a quick enough buck off of it because it was a Battle Royale game to save them. So my thing is that everyone's trying to copy that successful Battle Royale formula, and a lot of what could be possibly good ideas are probably not being made because of it. I'm sick of Battle Royale. Boss Key Studios, not Overwatch. It was Lawbreakers. Took me, then it finally popped in my head. Vanguard it may have a Battle Royale. Oh yeah, because they always have Call of Duty, whatever the fuck it's called. 12 million Americans think that they're being run by a lizard people, and many others think it's offensive to say, dude, I can't deal with any of that right now. I can't. Like, I just have to step away. And the thing is that everyone's looking to, like, the other reason why I don't even want to get political is that everyone's looking to cancel fucking everybody over fucking anything. It's just so toxic. And maybe that's by design, where if you start putting your 2 cents in about it in either direction, that you're gonna be canceled. So just brace for impact. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to sit here, kiss birds, and look at this asshole stare at me awkwardly.
Their time has come. Because as you've seen...
Yes, it has.
DIVX is the best way to watch movies at home.
DIVX, DVD, and a whole lot more. No, it's not. All right, let's see. Crystal Pepsi employee training video. How did this gem... Oh, they have 16 minutes of this. Hey, man, he's, I mean, look, first off, the guy has fuck you money. He's had fuck you money since, like, the early 2010s. Secondly, from a realistic perspective, and this is why I've kind of switched up to being a variety show. I know I lean more in tech and shit. I always will. But could you really be... He's close to my age. He's around 40. He's getting to be 40, or if he's not already. Like, are you really going to talk about... I remember he made a video probably in the past couple of years talking about, like, the relationship status. This, like, 14-year-old YouTuber broke up with his girlfriend. You're going to be 40. Like... And look, he is walking off into the sunset with millions of dollars, man. Bless his heart. I'm not knocking him for making the money. But, like... Do you really think that he probably doesn't want to do that anymore? He's like, I don't give a shit what a 14-year-old YouTuber's who they're dating. I bet you he didn't give a shit about that video back then, but that's what his audience wants to see. He's not the right demographic for that anymore. You know what I mean? But again, hey, he's a multimillionaire. He made his money. And now he can do what he wants to. But the thing, like I said, though, he's an entertainer like me. Beyond the fact, True Dark Mason, thank you for becoming a member. You don't just do this for the money. The money is nice, and I appreciate the support I get here. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, if I become a multimillionaire, I'm still doing this shit anyway, because I like it. I enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy doing this, I assure you, I would not be up at 1:14 a.m. right now. I would just do a longer stream tomorrow. Or I would just do, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's the financial incentive there. I won't sugarcoat that. But if I didn't enjoy this shit, it's 1:14 a.m. I would either be fapping or sleeping. Crystal Pepsi. Actually, wait, I'm going to release some crystal urine out of my hole. So my point being is that as I play this weird-ass music, entertaining is an addiction. He'll be back in some way, shape, or form. But, he probably just said, yo, I'm aging out of, like, his drama alert is, hold on. I'm talking about it. Drama alert is about the drama that goes on in the gaming community, or not the YouTube community, I mean. And it generally ends up being for, like, the 20-something and younger demographic of the YouTube community that ends up getting talked about because that's where the most views come from. Yeah, he's aging out of that. But that's fine. The guy's a multimillionaire. He could make a stamp collection fucking channel. And the thing is, because it's Keemstar and as much people hate him, they can't look away. He'll probably get millions of views talking about fucking stamps. Because his beard will probably hit into the stamps and get stuck on the glue, and then his beard will be stuck on the fucking glue. I'll be back. Okay. Yeah. I bought Vanguard. I went back and forth a lot on it. And I even in like live streams before I bought, I was like, yeah, maybe I'm going to buy it, but I'm not sure because I really think what happened at Activision is really nasty and fucking heinous. And I know it's a corporate environment problem. It goes beyond gaming, the gaming industry. That shit happens like in any virtually any corporate environment, and it needs to be addressed. But like I said, there were people that worked their asses off on these games, and Activision lays off people when they're profitable. What do you think will happen when, you know, and it's not that I'm saying support the game via charity, but if you're going to buy a game because you like it, still do it. Terrible things happen there, and I wholeheartedly condemn them. But there's people that I'm sure that want to, you know, enjoy what they do or passionate about what they do and still want to make a living and work their asses off on these games. Why should they be punished for the bad actions of other people? And hopefully with this investigation and lawsuit, those people will pay. So I bought it. Some people may be pissed off at that. I never straight up, as far as I remember, straight up said no. There were times I leaned towards it. But that's my take. Some may disagree with it. I understand. But that's my take.
It would be nice to look into the future with a crystal ball.
They really start off that blatantly corny. It is 1992, okay.
Through the years, our success at Pepsi has been built on understanding what consumers want and what our customers need. The right product, the right place, at the right time. Today, consumers are looking for lighter, more refreshing beverages. They're looking for variety.
Thank you, Juan.
Looking for change. Our customers are looking for a product mix that will add to beverage sales and bring traffic to their stores. But look at industry trends. Sale of traditional carbonated soft drinks is slowing down. There's still a big market, but it's not growing as fast. As the total beverage company, we know the right product may mean new products. So
just give them clear Pepsi that tastes exactly the same. That'll make them happy.
We've decided it's time to make one thing perfectly clear. It's Crystal Pepsi. And the time.
Like, how is this going to solve? Oh no, people aren't buying as many soft drinks. Whatever shall we do? Oh yeah, sorry, full screen. Like, I get to them, that's panic time because they're corporations, but Jesus.
Is now. There's never been a product quite like it. Crystal Pepsi. A whole new cola experience.
I got to see them explain this for 16 minutes.
A completely different kind of soft drink with a unique cola flavor. The clear choice for Pepsi, the consumer, and our customers. And the reasons are crystal clear. Crystal Pepsi is an important part of our total beverage inventory, and it's sweeping the nation. Why? Because Crystal Pepsi is a cola, and America loves the cola taste.
So they're going to find a way to basically tell employees, hey, we're selling them the same shit without food coloring. Unless there's something here I'm missing. Try to make it seem like it's absolutely incredible.
For more than a century, generations of drinkers have consistently chosen a cola as the perfect drink. It's Pepsi. When it comes to cola, nobody does it better.
God, this sounds like mid-90s porn music, too.
Crystal Pepsi builds on our reputation and our trademark. It's the first new soft drink in a while to fly the Pepsi banner. And it's new.
Basically, we haven't made a new Pepsi in a while, and it's new. So buy it. Well, that's a great reason Did you know LAB started a movement a few years ago and brought back Crystal Pepsi for a limited time? That was him that got... I know it came back for a little bit, but that was him who got that shit going? LA Beast here, and I'm going to drink horse urine and then vomit violently. Have a good day. Finished Metroid Dread. Wow, what a... Yeah, dude. I have no sense of direction for that shit. That's why I had to... Yeah, try... It tastes exactly the same. Doesn't have food coloring, but it's fucking new.
Formulated to meet customer demands head-on for a lighter, even more refreshing soft drink. Everything about Crystal is new, from its new taste to its new packaging.
I thought it didn't have a new taste. I thought literally the thing about it was that it was just clear.
It took 18 months and over 3,000 varieties until we refined the perfect taste for a clear cola. Crystal Pepsi is a whole new beverage experience.
Whole new beverage experience. I can't. It's amazing. Corporations are fucking cancer.
With a new flavor. It's not just a regular cola without the color.
Crystal Pepsi tastes to me like a more subtle cola. I think that's the best way to say it. It doesn't taste like any other clear drinks that I've tasted. It's got a different taste.
I think the idea that it's not caramel colored and it's clear makes it seem like it's a lighter drink.
See, but it really, from what I heard, is that the shit tastes exactly the same. That's what I've always heard. I don't think I've ever had a Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal will appeal to the health-conscious consumer with 100%.
Why will it appeal? It's still a sugary drink.
Natural.
I've got to see them explain how.
Flavors. No preservatives in regular or diet. And no artificial ingredients. Crystal is low in sodium, has fewer calories, and it's caffeine-free. It's a big hit.
Actually, it's one of the things I like about it. If you have diet soda, you get a little caffeine kick with it. But okay, I guess they do sell decaf.
For people looking for a carbonated beverage,
they do sell decaffeinated beverages, so okay.
That's light and uniquely refreshing. There's also Diet Crystal for soft drink lovers looking for a soft drink that's even...
Yeah, I remember Surge. Never had a Surge, but I remember seeing the commercials and shit for it, too.
And lower in calories. Crystal's look is as distinctive as its taste, with packaging as pleasing as the product itself.
I wonder how much money, I bet the amount of money they put into the research and development for this. I'll end the poll. Apparently everyone really wants me to unbox that thing. I'll think about it. Like, just the amount of money they probably dumped into this failed product is astronomical. Like, they really thought this was going to take over the fucking world.
Crystal Pepsi's appearance is unique. It's got the blue base cup. It looks like a...
Real talk, any chance on pumping off himself, Mr. DSP? Like, what do you mean? Like, any chance of him beating off again? Or a chance of me beating off and being DSP? Hopefully neither of those situations happen. I'll give you a chicken cluck, though.
A beautiful package.
You look at it, you have to look twice. It's like, wow, that's a...
Wow, that's a fizzy... That looks like seltzer, except it's actually has sugar in it.
Cola in there. I want to try that.
Crystal and Diet Crystal are packaged in plastic and glass, in clear bottles, in a variety of popular sizes. And in boldly designed new cans for dispensing in vendors or packaged in 6 and 12 packs for supermarket shelves. The new look will invite consumers to taste Crystal. The unique flavor will get them to buy it again and again.
No, it didn't.
The goal of Crystal Pepsi is crystal clear. We've created a beverage that will re-energize the carbonated soft drink market. A soft drink that will respond...
What is that guy's outfit? Yo! This dude just straight up came in here with like a jogging outfit with a fanny pack on and a headband and said, yo, give me Crystal Pepsi now!
To consume.
That looks like a Tim and Eric actor.
Or tastes.
Oh, you can't get any more 90s than holy shit.
Soft drink that will bring increased sales and traffic to our customers. And a soft drink that will make money for the company and our commissioned salespeople.
I think I may have had Pepsi Blue. I don't remember if I don't remember how it tasted though.
Crystal Pepsi is creating a new beverage category all its own. That's why it's the perfect flagship product in the total beverage company.
Drink seltzer.
Crystal has done great. I mean, we can't keep it on the shelf. It sells. Everybody likes it.
It took the market.
That's so not true.
By
it failed.
And I don't think anybody was really ready for the amount of volume that it actually did.
Right now, I see no major competitors out there for Crystal that can compete with it.
In test markets, Crystal has exceeded projections. But the real success of Crystal...
But it failed. Like, where did they get that from?
Isn't it?
Man, that grocery store looks like it's from like 77. Or no, that looks like 86. That looks like a mid-80s grocery store. I actually remember them being in those as a kid. Crystal Pepsi made with crystal meth. Coke couldn't come out with Crystal Coke because the meth users would... I'm surprised they even tried to did they try? Maybe they did try to compete. I just didn't pay attention. You got to be. I was like 10/11 here. Pepsi Blue came back for a limited time, so you can get it on Amazon right now. It might be expired soon, but very good. Is it? Wonder why they don't keep coming out with it if it's very good and popular. It's kind of like how they randomly bring back and take away the McRib, which I think I've had that once in my life, many moons ago, and I think it was like in the 90s. When was the McRib originally came? It was like when it first came out, and I'm like, this is really not that great. Like, why do people care about this thing that much?
It's repeat business.
Coke made Tab clear, bad to Torpedo all clear. Oh, well, there you go.
Crystal is certainly not a flash in the pan. It's a brand that people look for, it's a brand they ask for, and they're buying it again and again.
I love how they call it Crystal. Crystal. No, dude, it's Pepsi. Call it.
Crystal has generated the kind of following that guarantees that it will be around for a...
Look at this hunk.
...long time.
Look at that. What is... This dude is wearing like Daisy Dukes. It's like Thor was fucking working for Pepsi back then. That man was the embodiment of the early 90s. Absolutely. That's a powerful man. That's the Marvel Thor, though, excuse me.
We've captured new opportunities. We're doing it without cutting into our sales of the core four. In our test markets, we've seen Crystal build overall market sales. And the excitement behind the launch creates a need for our customers to give us more display inventory.
Why did the guy like, oh, wow, this is clear. Whoa. All right. Gonna shove this up my ass later. It's clear. It's crystal clear. One would even say it's crystal clear that this can of Crystal Pepsi is going up my fucking hole. No, I have not had Pepsi Twist. There are so many fucking drinks I did, which is probably a good thing, actually. Even at my fattest, I didn't drink that much soda. I really didn't.
It's creating opportunities for our customers. And big opportunities for us. As customer...
Yeah, I know. When it first came out, I literally had cocaine in it. It had a little bit of coke in it.
Representatives in the total beverage company. We can...
Or what does coke come from? I'm not a cocaine expert. They had a little bit, whatever.
Help customers recognize the features and benefits of new
Pepsi
Crystal
Twist.
Pepsi and Diet Crystal. And show them the sales potential they have on their shelves, in their cold boxes, in their bins.
Guy looks like a police officer the way that Pepsi shirt looks.
And in their vendors. By increasing their sales.
Oh, the hunk is back. Oh, we got the hunk here. We got Captain Pepsi hunk. Hey, man, where'd you get those Daisy Dukes from? Really, the way it pushes against your balls is really flattering. Yeah, I thought you were going to notice my ass instead, but thank you, Bill.
You increase your sales and profits as well.
In the 90s and 2000s, it was all about being clear, transparent. Yeah, that is true. Remember Nintendo with all their crazy translucent colors and shit?
Crystal responds to consumer demand for variety and a lighter soft drink.
Who worked on the original God of War, Rage quit Metroid Dread. He said it was horribly designed game. It's on YouTube. Yes, I did. I kind of agree with him. But here is the thing, and this is why I wouldn't make a video on it. I have no fucking sense of direction. I need a map, Google Maps, Apple Maps, and a guide to help me get out of my driveway. I'm exaggerating greatly, but I really suck with directions. So I have to watch this video, but I wouldn't make like a response video saying I agree, because I'm not the guy to go by with that, and I'm self-aware of it enough to know so. You know, 16-ounce open can ones on eBay are going for $99, which with Crystal Pepsi, but what are you gonna do with it? It's a deflated, out-of-date drink that could probably give you food poisoning.
With its new look and new taste, Crystal is increasing traffic and increasing sales. And it's a product that says Pepsi, backed by advertising, point-of-purchase materials, and the talents and support of Pepsi people.
Look, we have to sell this clear shit right now. Get it out of the shelves. We need to get the clear Pepsi out of the shelves, Bird. They need to buy it. They need to drink all the clear Pepsi. It's light and refreshing, like your hole. Shh! Get them to drink the clear Pepsi, the Crystal Pepsi. It's crystal clear what they need to do.
As part of the Total Beverage Company,
Oh, the hunk is back again.
you'll make buying Crystal
Just putting all those bottles in there like a hunk.
easier and more convenient than ever for your customer. You'll bring the commitment of Pepsi, the Total Beverage Company, that puts the...
No, I don't remember that film, man, at all. Stone Cold from 1991. Sounds like a film that would come out in 1991.
Customer first. With Crystal, we'll be giving our customer excellent service, a quality product, and a variety that consumers are demanding. And by doing so, we'll capture opportunities for ourselves as well.
Is that what it's all about, is to make a profit? You're capturing opportunities to put more money in your wallet, and it didn't work.
Crystal in your trucks will drive sales in your stores. Crystal will revitalize your carbonated soft drink sales. As a Total Beverage supplier, you'll be an indispensable resource for your customers. Crystal Pepsi and Diet Crystal are the perfect addition to Total Beverage.
How do you know that clear Pepsi isn't water? Yes, it's funny. Yeah, I'm sure people do that on eBay too. They find a way to like put the cap back on and just like, oh yeah, I drank this shit. I just want to sell a plastic bottle of water that people think is Crystal Pepsi for $100. And the thing is, if you buy it, here is the genius of being a thief like that. Not saying I condone it, but if you buy it, you're not going to drink it. You think that shit's from 1992. You're not LA Beast. That ain't going down your hole. So he sold you a lie. You could possibly buy the lie, and you'll be happy with it because you'll never know the fucking difference. It's the perfect crime.
It gives us a clear advantage over the competition. No one else has anything like it.
Yes, Stuart Wood.
The future? It's crystal clear.
Crystal, it's perfectly clear. Crystal, it's perfectly clear.
Applied training. Oh wait, is this not 13 minutes? I was going to say, how are you going to talk about this fucking shit? I already did that one, bro. Christopher. I already did that. Coke had clear version in 1940s. Did they really? Yeah. Learn something new every day. Carlos and Steve are about to make a Smokey and the Bandit run with Crystal Pepsi. Those two birds are respawning down. Hey, man. You can make some. They're making money flipping just fake bottles of Crystal Pepsi. They're making that cash money. It's the perfect crime. They're the perfect birds. They are birds. Thank you. There gotta be. Is there another video? Or... Here we go. Because what happens with these sometimes, I think, is people, they just like, all right, we're going to just rip the VHS tape and like not do any editing, and they just upload it.
You're really pushing this new Crystal Pepsi. What makes it different from every other soft drink?
It's fucking clear. What?
You're really pushing this new Crystal Pepsi. What makes it different from every other soft drink?
Crystal Pepsi really is different from all other soft drinks. It's actually a...
This seems like a totally natural and totally natural and effortless interaction.
Crystal clear cola with 100% natural ingredients.
And like someone brought it up, like these poor people had no idea. They were probably like forced at like metaphorical paycheck gunpoint to do these videos. They had no idea this shit was going to get out there and people were going to see how horrible it is.
Ingredients, no preservatives, no caffeine. That'll appeal to your health-conscious consumers. That'll make more sales for you and increase your profits.
Okay.
I run a small independent grocery store. Who's drinking Crystal Pepsi?
Jesus, that's pissed. Who the fuck is drinking this shit?
I run a small independent grocery store.
I guess is that like, okay, this is the point now. All right, well, class, what would you say? Brainwash these people into drinking Crystal Pepsi. How would you get them to do it? You're getting graded on this.
Who's drinking Crystal Pepsi?
Crystal Pepsi really appeals to everyone at all ages, especially the health-conscious consumer, the consumer that's looking for an alternative beverage.
Consumer looking for I don't know. They're looking all right, a beverage. Yeah, they're looking for it's still a sugar in it, so it's not really healthy for you.
Crystal Pepsi meets those consumers' needs because it has no caffeine. It also has low sodium and less calories than Pepsi. By carrying Crystal...
This really seems like a Tim and Eric skit, but it's not. It's actual corporate shit. Yeah, what is with that background? What is going on?
Crystal Pepsi in your store, you'll capture that.
What is this like? Hey, here's our... Like, this is Pepsi. They were a multi-billion-dollar corporation back then. Like, that's your backdrop?
Customer, which will increase your sales and your profits.
How are you?
I have a meth addict that pees in the back of my store. If I have Crystal Pepsi back there, will he stop peeing back there?
You merchandise Crystal Pepsi. How will you merchandise?
They hear say action? Oh shit.
Crystal Pepsi.
We found that where we test marketed Crystal Pepsi, we could hardly keep our shelves stocked. So what we did in order to prevent out of stocks was build some solo displays that actually prevent us from running out. And that will increase your sales and profits.
Money is an incredible thing, man. The shit we do for money. This imaginary thing that humanity made up so we don't rip each other's faces off. Yeah, she looked interesting.
How will Crystal Pepsi help increase sales in my store?
It won't, it's shit.
How will Crystal Pepsi help increase sales in my store?
One of the nice things about Crystal Pepsi is that it has a unique flavor.
I love how they don't even make it like they're looking at each other. It's like, how will Crystal Pepsi increase sales in my store? What are the unique things? It's like they're not even, it's like they're looking in totally different directions.
What we found in our test markets was that 50% of the people who tried Crystal Pepsi came back to those same stores to buy it again. This repeat traffic means increased volume and increased profit for you.
How's Crystal
And Terrence Williams, that's wonderful. I just laid a brown egg.
Pepsi done so far? Is it here to stay?
No. Look me. That's good. Chris Gabriel, look me in the eye and tell me about the flavor.
How's Crystal Pepsi done so far? Is it here to stay?
Crystal has been very successful in our test. 50% of the people that have tried it have come.
He's like 50%. What am I supposed to say? 50% of the people like
back and tried it again. This means additional customer purchases and repeat business, and that generates profits.
Oh God.
I'm really concerned that selling this new Crystal Pepsi could hurt the sales of my other soft drink brands, like brand Pepsi. I'm really concerned that selling this new Crystal Pepsi could hurt the sales of my other soft drink brands.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. They're having like a training session back in the day with this. All right, how would you answer this guy and reply to like how would you shill or schlep Crystal Pepsi on them? Go. And now let's see what Pepsi wanted you to say. Richard, yes, I saw Meat Canyon's video. We actually watched it here, bro. We actually did a few times. They don't look scared. They're probably, like I said, they're probably actually Pepsi employees. They're like, all right, could you just read this? And they did, like back in 1992, like, all right, I mean, I have to. My job is telling me to. They didn't think this shit was going to get out there and get on the internet. Yeah, it does. No, it looks worse than Beavis and Butthead. That was like the most minimal effort drawing behind this guy. It's incredible.
Like brand Pepsi.
In test markets where we have Crystal Pepsi, Pepsi sales have actually increased. Crystal Pepsi builds traffic, which means you'll have extra sales and extra profits.
Tackling objections.
Okay, I'll put Crystal Pepsi into the section, but I have no more display space for another soft drink.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'll put Crystal Pepsi into the section, but I have no more display space for another soft drink.
I realize that the space is an issue, but Crystal Pepsi is providing a terrific return in the test markets. We've found that the retailers that we've worked with have actually wanted the extra displays just to avoid running out. So in turn, I think that the extra space will mean extra profits.
So find a way to put it there. It didn't work. Could you imagine? Like, this was actually truly an issue for a guy who owns like an independent grocery store, and like they're like, oh man, you'll just make more money, and then like it's just collecting dust on the Crystal Pepsi. Oh god, just like DIVX. What do you mean DIVX is gonna fail? There's major motion picture studios behind it. DIVX is here to stay, man. Less than a year later, it's dead.
Okay, you've convinced me. You can put your Crystal Pepsi display in place of the Pepsi display. Okay, you've convinced me. You can put your Crystal Pepsi display in place of the Pepsi display.
You know, I understand that your display space is at a premium in your store. However, we found that where we've sold Crystal Pepsi in the past, the brand Pepsi sales have actually gone up, meaning incremental sales to you and higher profits.
Like, it's not true.
I'll go along with your entire proposal, except that thing about the cold barrel. I really don't have any room for it.
Oh, the cold barrel. That's where they have like the, or you put it in the floor and like there's ice in the thing, right? Kind of makes sense. They call it a fucking cold barrel, Rich. Translation. Drop that Coke Zero and get with a hero. Yeah, basically. I see how you could say it. Look, I know I answered you before, Chase,
I'll
but
go
it does
along
look
with
like
your entire proposal,
it does look like a Beavis and Butthead background.
except that thing about the cold barrel. I really don't have any room for it.
Space is a concern, and I realize that that's true in all your stores.
How long until major studios like Disney and Warner Brothers just use smartphones to film movies instead of high-end? Nah, it's never. That won't be the case for ever. Now, independent films possibly, but not. And I'm sure. I think it's already been done. But no, there's other benefits beyond image quality and image processing that you need those. It won't happen anytime soon.
However, by having a cold barrel by your cash register, you'll be catching all those people on the go. We've seen that happen with other accounts who have cold barrels by their cashiers. They've ordered 15 to 20 incremental cases a week, and that means more profits and more sales for you.
Bun. Or not. Ah, here we go. Thank God I was worried about what the next objection was going to be.
The lunch crowd usually just runs in and grabs a sandwich and they're on their way. I really don't see how a cold barrel is going to do any good. The lunch crowd usually just runs in and grabs a sandwich and they're on their way. I really don't see how a cold barrel is going to...
That really is the most half-hearted deli behind, like... It's like something my 5-year-old would draw, man. It's a little better than that, but it's not by much.
I realize your concern over putting a cold barrel in your deli. However, soft drinks and sandwiches are a natural link. If they're coming in to grab a sandwich, they're going to want to get something to drink. It makes sense for you to put that cold barrel right by the deli. That way you can increase your sandwich sales and your soft drink sales, which leads to more profits.
Is that the exciting conclusion? Oh, right, okay.
Times are tough
Have a good
now.
night, man.
I just don't think Crystal will sell in my store. Times are tough now. I just don't think Crystal will sell in my store.
I realize that you're concerned that people won't be interested in new Crystal Pepsi. However, we've got a hot advertising campaign coming out on Crystal. That's going to draw customers into your store, and you can tap into that for increased sales and profit.
But if the drink sucks and no one wants it, it doesn't matter. You can advertise whatever the hell you want.
You say Crystal Pepsi has a 2% market share? That's not big enough for me to worry about.
That is a smuffless.
You say Crystal Pepsi has a 2% market share? That's not big enough for me to worry about.
Well, 2% seems small, but 2% represents the sale of all your niche brands in your store presently. Crystal will mean incremental sales and more profits to you.
That still didn't explain anything to me.
Customers first.
All right, we're going to edit. It's almost 2 in the morning, man. And I got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for coming through for this insanely late stream. I am going to go get some sleep and probably dream about Crystal Pepsi now because I've just been watching it for the past hour and a half. Or no, let's say hour. No, 40 minutes. I'm bad with time. I'm going to go get some sleep. I'll be back tomorrow with content. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do here, and I will see you actually today. Have a good one. What's up, Saggy Melons? How are you? Have a good night, guys.